Good morning. The topic that I am selecting today is very much applicable in our everyday life. Just before going on to the actual main topic, let's start with two very practical examples. Suppose we are in a crime scene and we have got two inspector in the crime scene inspecting the scenario. And suppose there is a dead body lying over there. There are two inspectors. One of them is saying that it's a case of murder, and the other inspector is saying no, it's a case of suicide. Both of them have a different viewpoint. Both of them have a different opinion. They must have got some supporting evidence to base their theory. Just as I said, difference in the viewpoint, difference in the opinion, and the most importantly, coming to the most perfect word, the difference in perception. That is the topic we are going to understand, we are going to cover today. It is very much applicable in everyday life because we don't perceive everything in a similar way. If we would have perceived the same thing in a similar way, the things would have been much simpler, but we don't. We just think what we see is a reality, but in any case, the reality may be substantially different. Let's consider another example. We go to a meat shop to buy meat. There's a person selling the salesperson selling the meat. He has got a knife in his hand. There is a blood in his knife, there is blood on his shirts, there is blood on the floor of the shop, but it does not affect us. We simply get the meat, pay them money, and come back with the meat to have a delicious lunch or dinner. But think of a different scenario, the same person running when this class is happening with that blood-stained knife. We know that person, we are already familiar with that person, but just because of the difference in the entire situation, your perception becomes different. You must be thinking, okay, he has just committed a murder and he is just running, he is looking for shelter. We can come up with numerous examples pertaining to everyday life, and this most important topic is known as perception. Perception is the process by which we select, organize and interpret with the help of our sensory impressions to give a meaning to our environment. Select, the first important word in the process of perception, is we are being bombarded with a lot of inputs from the environment, but we are not in a position to digest everything. Here the word digest means we cannot put it all together in our mind. Therefore, we engage in selectivity. We just filter out what is important to us, and we just keep what is relevant, what is important, and we just leave the part which is not needed. That is what we call as selective perception. We make a lot of errors in terms of the perceptual process. We are very much impressed. You students, you will get very much impressed by a faculty who's got a very good communication skill, personality. The first class is very good. He is brilliant, you are thinking, but maybe after 4 or 5 classes, you may observe that his knowledge level drops. What is happening? There is a very fundamental error called the halo effect that is affecting. It blinds you. Halo means drawing a general impression of a candidate based on a single characteristic, just because of his excellent communication, excellent skill, excellent personality. You are perceiving him to the best teacher, which he may be or he may be not. So our entire perception, it depends on 3 factors. the perceiver, the target, and most importantly the situation, the context in which we are viewing the things.